Greetings, everyone. Warren, Mr. Bowtie Feaster. Not going to be here for you long. I just want to talk to you very briefly today because I noticed that a lot of times relationship advice is geared toward either the wife or the woman. Today, I want to take a few minutes and talk to the husbands. All right, just want to take a few minutes and talk to the husbands. Just a couple of words of encouragement, words of advice, and words to help you follow along, do better. I don't know. To me, I've been married over 25 years, and sometimes it seems that there's a lot of heavy weight on us, and a lot of times it doesn't seem like there's any real good help. We look for help. So today, I really just want to talk to the husbands. Now, wives, women, feel free to listen in, but please go get him. That's what I want to talk to today. Not trying to exclude anybody, but like I said, in the majority of the times, a lot of advice is given to the women. So today, I just want to take a few minutes and talk to the men. All right, this is part of my Filling in the Cracks relationship series, which we'll talk about that a little bit later. All right, so the first piece of advice I would like to talk to the men is first be the leader. Be the leader. Now, let me tell you something about being a leader. That is not a dictator. In most cases, the leader is the first one to do it. Quick story. When I was in the military, majority of my soldiers will tell you that if I had them do it, then either I did it first, I've done it already, or I would do it. Because there's a lot of times when you don't have the opportunity to do it, but you have to be willing to do it. You have to be the one to be up front and to lead. Now that we're talking about relationships and we're talking about being the leader in the home, this means that every now and then you need to sit down and assess where you're looking for this relationship to go. As unto God, the man is the head, and he's held accountable for this relationship. He's held accountable as a heavy burden. So every now and then, you need to sit down and think about, where do you want this relationship to go? Do you like certain things in this relationship? Remember, I said be the leader and not the dictator. This does not mean that you are always dictating and directing where everything goes and where everything does. One vital aspect of being a leader is learning who does what and then putting them in that position. What do I mean by that? Somebody in a relationship is going to be good at finances. Let them do it. Somebody's going to be better at cooking. Let them do it. And the leader is the one that encourages that assists that, and builds that up. So the first thing is to be the leader. The second thing that I want to talk to you, man, is to be the lover. Now, I know where you're going with this because there is some validity to that too. But what do I mean by be the lover? When we're talking about displaying love, we are not talking about short bursts of lust. All right, lust really, in the biblical sense, mean having a strong desire to do something. But as you look and see love, love is extended over time. So when I say husbands, be the lover, it is about displaying this love. One of the books that I like about marriage, next to mine, of course, is The Five Love Languages. And the basis of the five love languages is saying that there are five ways that we speak our love or we display our love. And what the book identifies is that if this is my display, if this is my point of love, then I only understand it when it comes this way. So if my spouse has a different way, I may not understand it. So when I say be the lover, I mean determine, figure out what aspect of love does your wife receive and do it. For example, You may be one that requires active service, as according to the 5 love languages, but your spouse may be encouraging words. So, although you may go out and purchase this and may do this, and may wash the dishes and wash the car and make sure the bills are paid, if you're not talking to your spouse, if you're not speaking to her, if you're not speaking into her, then she may ask the question, how do I know you love me? How are you displaying this love? And that's the goal and the focus, is to be the lover. And the third point that I want to talk about is be the longevity. Be the longevity, not just the temporary shelter. Well, what do I mean by that? In other words, what I want you to do, what the desire should be, is to keep this going. Marriage is a building block. It is just like building a house. And over time, as the house is built, you still add on to it. All right. You don't live in a model. You don't live in just a foundation. You don't live in just a frame. Even once the house is built, you still add on to it. You change the windows, you add curtains, you add blinds, you cut the grass, you do shrubs around in front, you put in a flower bed, put in a garden in the back, you grow whatever the case may be, you add on to it. So you should think about going in longevity for the long term. Now, some people say I shouldn't think about the end. And that's kind of where I'm going with this. The longevity is saying I'm looking for the long term. And that's the goal of your relationship. In the traditional wedding vows, we say, till death do us part. That, my friend, is longevity. Again, first, be the lover. Correction, be the leader. It's right there, and I still said it wrong. First, be the leader. Second, be the lover. And third, be the longevity. Now, these three are not in any particular order, so you can feel free to use them at any point. If you want to know more about this or get more information on this, feel free to text me, FITC, for filling in the cracks, to 931 320 9809. I do thank you for your time. I do thank you for your attention. Warren, Mr. Bowtie Feaster. Always like to end with my 3 points of interest. One, the center of everything is family. Two, be the best you that you can be. And three, it's called life. Live it. Have a great day.